This is Andy Chambers. Thank you for joining me for today's update. The first chart we're going to look at today is the daily chart for the Dow. The overall trend on the daily has been down since early October. If last week's low marks the beginning of a larger degree advance, the November 16th low will hold and this week's pullback will set up a higher low bottom. However, a break of support at this month's low of 12,471 would put the overall bullish outlook on hold. The next support beyond that is seen at 12,000, with key support at 10,400. A higher low bottom, followed by a close over 13,300, would be a positive sign for the bulls. A close over the October high of 13,662 would reaffirm the bull trend. The next upside targets beyond that are 14,200 and 15,000. The monthly chart of the Dow shows that the uptrend is intact. A monthly close below this month's low of 12,471 would put the bullish outlook on hold. MDY looks like it wants to break through the flat top that's been forming for a year and a half. The next upside targets for MDY are 190 and 200. A break of support at this month's low of 171.50 would shift the momentum to the bears. The next support beyond that is seen at 160. The monthly chart for IWM is similar to MDY, but the flat resistance goes all the way back to 2007. The next targets for IWM are 90 and 100. The bulls don't want to see a monthly close below this month's low of 76.13. The chart pattern for XLI is similar to MDY and IWM. The next targets for XLI are 40 and 45. Initial support lies at this month's low of 35.19 and this year's low of 33.08, with key support at last year's low of 27.67. EWW is another ETF with a flat top. The September close over the 5-year high was an initial sign of a breakout. A strong close this month would reaffirm the bullish outlook. The next targets for EWW are 75 and 80. Initial support lies at this month's low of 62.94. CREE has a higher low bottom setup with plenty of room to move. The initial targets for CREE are 40, 45, and 50. Key support is seen at 22.25. The chart for Ford is similar to the chart for CREE, except that Ford already established a bull trend. The initial targets for Ford are 16 and 18. However, if this marks the beginning of a new leg up, it could go much further than that. A monthly close below 880 would void the setup. JPM is another stock with a higher low bottom setup. The next targets for JPM are 50, 55, and 60, with key support at 30.83. ABV has a higher low bottom setup in a strong bull trend. The next targets for ABV are 50 and 60. Initial support is near 35. YUM is yet another stock with a higher low bottom in a strong bull trend. The next targets for YUM are 80 and 85, with initial support near 60. Tupperware also has a higher low bottom setup. The next target is 75. Initial support is near 50. Aflac is yet another stock with a higher low bottom setup. The next targets for Aflac are 60 and 67. Key support lies at this year's low of 38.13. This month's bullish trading suggests that Cisco could be ready for a further advance. The initial upside targets are 24 and 27. A break below this month's low of 16.68 would put the bullish outlook on hold. This month's bullish trading suggests that Boeing could also be ready for a further advance. The initial targets are 85 and 95. A monthly close below 69 would put the bullish outlook on hold. GCI appears to be poised for an upside breakout. The initial targets are 24 and 30. However, the monthly chart is wide open up to 50. Key support is seen at 828. PCL could also be ready for an upside breakout. The targets for PCL are 50, 55, and 60, with key support at 33. Toll Brothers has been strong all year. The next upside targets for the rally are 40 and 45. A break below this month's low of 28.50 would put the bullish outlook on hold. This month's bullish trading could mark the beginning of a new leg up in UTX. The next targets are 90 and 100. A break below this month's low of 74.44 would put the bullish outlook on hold. Well, that's the last chart for today. If you buy options on any of these stocks, please be sure to buy plenty of time. Thank you for your time and attention. Good luck and good trading.